Well, moving to Idaho now, public health leaders provided more information on the state's COVID-19 vaccination push. The state says that in addition to its own local providers and health districts, it has also activated a federal partnership with pharmacies to help get vaccines to long-term care facilities.
So officials also gave an update on just how many vaccine doses the state will receive going forward. Ian Smay is part of our CREM 2 vaccine team. He's live in the newsroom tonight to break down what we have learned from Idaho so far. Ian?
That's right, Whitney. Public health officials over in Idaho gave an update on their vaccine rollout. They covered who could be next in line to get their first doses, as well as how many doses the state has received and expects to receive going forward. First, let's take a look at some of the numbers. So far, Idaho has received 83,475 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. Of those received, about 20,800 have been administered to the first group in the last 3 weeks. This includes high-risk healthcare workers and those in long-term care facilities. Going forward, health officials said they expect to receive 20,000 doses a week consistently, with another 20,000 being held by manufacturers to make sure that the second dose can be given on time. Also, we now know where people can get vaccines when it's their turn. Simply put, you will get the COVID-19 vaccine in the same place you'd get any other vaccine.
But the short answer is really the normal places that you would go to get vaccinated, whether that's your doctor's office or your pharmacy. We'll be also looking at employer clinics, especially for those critical infrastructure jobs. That's essentially what's happening in the hospitals now, is we're doing them at the employer.
Officials say they've been meeting weekly to make recommendations about vaccine distribution phases to Governor Brad Little. One thing they said they'll be discussing later this week is whether to lower the age requirement for the next group of vaccine recipients from 75 to 65. Two things to also note. Idaho health officials say the number of doses they get weekly could increase as more vaccines are approved. But even with the start of the vaccination effort, it is still important to wear a mask, practice social distancing, and to wash your hands regularly. Tom, Whitney?